of the evening. Gentlemen, break down the numbers.
Well, the book, the age-wise, everything, height difference to Peter, of course. But Angulo, his style negates a lot of things. The height and the reach because his tenacious style.
For me, I got to agree with you, Ray. Quillin's advantage of having the height and the reach in this fight is going to play a big role, especially because of the fact that he makes good adjustments. He likes fighting going backwards. And Angulo's going to come in. He's going to be the shorter fighter in this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Rabobank Theater Arena here in Bakersfield, California, it's now time for our main event, PBC Fight Night here on FS1. We now have 10 rounds in the super middleweight division. Sponsored by MGM Resorts and Brooklyn Boxing, brought to you by TGB Promotions. Your three judges scoring our main event will be Ralph McKnight, Dr. Lou Moret, and Alejandro Rochi. Your referee in charge, when the bell sounds, is Jack Reese. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He comes in wearing the black trunks, trimmed with the silver. Official weight, 167 and 1/2 pounds. His record, 25 wins, 21 of those coming by way of knockout against 7 losses. Fighting out of Big Bear, California, by way of Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, presentando the former champion, Alfredo Perro Angulo. Across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He comes in wearing the white and brown, weighing officially at 167 and 1/2 pounds. This former world champion enters the ring with the record 34 wins, 23 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 blemish and 1 draw. Fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, by way of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Peter Kid Chocolate Quillin.
Mouthpiece. Coaches, this is extremely high. I'm going to be letting you work all in here. Listen and obey my commands at all time. Protect yourself at all time. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck to both of you.
Peter Quillin, Alfredo Angulo. Both men in their late 30s. Both men realize that a win is absolutely imperative. A loss would be significantly detrimental to them continuing their prize-fighting careers. We're underway. Ray Flores, the Hall of Famer Ray Mancini, Dominic Brazil, Marcos Villegas here ringside in Bakersfield, California. Peter Quillin looking to establish his jab. And you hear that this crowd, you hear the barks clearly behind Alfredo Angulo.
Both guys seem a little uneasy in there right now. Peter, I think I said, it's only his 3rd fight since 2015. He seems like he's trying to get acclimated. And Alfredo is a little hesitant than he normally is. Usually he jumps right on his opponent.
Yeah, I was expecting Angulo to come out of the corner with guns blazing and being Peter Quillin as far as pressure and body shots and things. But right now it looks like Quillin's a little bit more comfortable than Angulo is.
No, I understand you got to get acclimated, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely a fill-out round, and especially for 2 big experienced fighters like this.
Both men feeling out process. You know, Abel Sanchez told us that Alfredo Angulo has regained his love for boxing. He said for the past 7 years, prior to this past year, that Angulo looked at boxing. There's a nice left hook for Quillin, but Angulo looked at boxing like a job. He said once he moved to Big Bear over a year ago, he fell in love with the sport again. It was too monotonous for him during that 7-year period that he had issues issues. His mind wasn't right. Now he says that his mind is totally correct, and he feels like he's on one accord with Abel Sanchez, his trainer.
Peter has good movement right now. But one thing I know, he's got his throw punches with his chin up in the air. See, he's got his chin up in the air too much. Angulo comes over the top, he can catch that. He's going to catch him with it.
And you hear the barks in the crowd
Let him go, Keith.
for Pedro
Let him go,
Angulo.
Peter. Pull your arm out. Work out of there. Come on.
Neither man had easy roads in their boxing careers and in their lives. Peter Quillin faced a ton of adversity. He said he used to kill hundreds of chickens a day as a butcher in New York, delivering them to restaurants, would sleep on floors, had odd jobs, was homeless and bouncing around different shelters just to continue his professional career and pursue it in Brooklyn, New York.
That's right there is, I think, you see the significant difference with the speed. Angulo is much slower than Peter, and that's going to be the difference to me in this fight, is Peter's speed. Angulo's got to use his pressure, he's got to use his power if he's going to plan on beating.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kid Chocolate's got the speed advantage as of right now. Angulo is bringing on the pressure, as we're used to seeing Angulo do, but speed kills in this situation.
Well, there's a big right hand that shook up Angulo. Will come back with round 2. Welcome back here at PBC on FS1. There's that big right hand that snapped back the head of Angulo. As you see Peter Quillin towards the end of the round. Peter Quillin's only loss came at the hands of Daniel Jacobs nearly 4 years ago. Quillin said after that loss, he realized who was truly his friend and his family and who was just around for the free ride. There have been reports that Peter Quillin, because he was able to prosper financially in boxing, that he gave away to different family members and friends $500,000. That is being speculated. And he goes, he learned from that, he rectified those mistakes, and now he is on one accord. He's a religious man, and he's a family man, and now his mindset's totally focused on boxing.
No, look, even when you give the help with your family out, I don't know if you have regrets. Sometimes you do, but if he helped his family out and he's still able to make a living and doing well for himself, God bless him. I just don't, I gotta say this. I don't like what I see in Peter right now. I don't know, it's because I haven't seen him in a while. It hasn't been a ring in a while. He's hesitant and his chin's up in the air.
Let him go, Peter. That's
He's very hesitant. I was expecting a lot more speed, a lot more combos to come out of Peter. One thing that I do like that I see him doing, he's keeping his opponent at bay. He's keeping the range where he wants to be with it.
For Alfredo Angulo, he's coming off of a victory, a second round finish over Avert Bravo back on April 20th. That ended a 2-fight losing streak. 5 losses in his last 8 bouts. All 3 of his victories have been by knockout. Overhand right that connected for Peter Quillin as we are at the midway point of our second round.
I'd like to see Angulo cut the ring off a little bit more. He's letting Peter Quillin dictate the pace at this point. His hands are up high, but he's not seeing that hook. Every time Kid Chocolate throws that hook, he's landing.
Well, Kid Chocolate, he looks to be more assertive compared to Angulo. Angulo is pressuring, but he isn't throwing much. Do you think that it is an item of reflexes being gone, or is he trying to process what Quillin is throwing at him, Ray?
No, I just think it's like reflexes. He's had a lot of tough fights. He's been a warrior for years. But I just think, your body, your body only has so many fights in it.
Dominic, could it be ring rust because Angulo has only fought 10 rounds over the course of 3 years?
I wouldn't say it's ring rust because he just had that fight this past April, got a big KO win. Him and Abel have been doing some great things up there in camp. From what I understand, they've been together for a little over a year now. And, we all know Abel Sanchez runs a sturdy, hard camp up in Big Bear, so it can't be ring rust.
No, look, it's Angulo's hand speed, reflexes.
Angulo coming forward. Quillin sidestepping him.
When Peter moves, he's giving him problems. You stand there. See, again, Peter don't look right to me. He just don't look right to me.
As Angulo pressuring Quillin, hammering away on the body. Quillin digging to the body as well. They exchange that Welcome back. There's Abel Sanchez guiding Alfredo Angulo. So far through 2 rounds, guys, how do you see Angulo's performance thus far?
I don't know what to say. To me, he's not doing a whole lot.
He's got to pick up the punch.
He's doing picking. Yeah, obviously, because he's doing ring around the rosy. He's just following him.
Right, he's following him.
But when Peter stops, he moves his hands on the inside. That's about the only, and he looks pretty good then. But as soon as Peter gets the movement, you can't find him.
Yeah, he's got to do a lot more of cutting the ring off, a lot more of throwing punches and bunches. Right now, he's just buying into what Peter wants.
Round number 3, Alfredo Angulo, Peter Quillin, our main event here in the super middleweight division. Now Peter Quillin's putting together combinations to start the 3rd.
Peter's trying to go toe-to-toe with him, which I don't think is the smartest thing to do. But, you know, Peter may see something that he feels his hand speed's going to be the difference. I would just stay on the bike. Just side-to-side movement.
Well, you see the punch that numbers. Quillin is outlanding Angulo by a significant margin.
Yeah, there's no reason to change the game plan right now. It was working for you. Stay on the outside, stay moving, keep popping the
It's
jab.
a nice right hand. Angulo throwing a lot of punches towards the body, but
Stop.
Quillin sort of held the head.
Is on you for pulling his head down. Box.
Jack Reese said, hey, those punches were because you were holding the head down. So Jack Reese, I think, is one of the best referees in the business.
But why would Peter, that right there, Angulo landed a couple good hooks. Why would Peter stand there and take those shots when he don't have to? Movement was giving him problems. Angulo couldn't find him when he was moving.
That's where Angulo is comfortable. He likes changing the phone book. Peter should not be there.
Angulo throwing a ton of punches and bunches, but none of them are landing significant.
No, but it's, you know, to the judges, he's landing. To the judges, looks good. But Peter, that's just not Peter's style.
Well, Angulo is, without a doubt, always has been a tough and tough customer. He's always been a guy that is willing to engage and exchange, and he's the type that he'll take a few to deliver 1 or 2. And Quillin looking to land as well.
There's a method to his madness, obviously, because you stand there. Peter's starting landing the bigger shots right now. Maybe he's trying to get Angulo to tire himself out a bit.
Angulo and Quillin under a minute to go here in the 3rd round.
That right hand hurt Kid Tucker. It was a big right hand on the top of the shoulder. The inside work is paying off for Angulo right now.
Peter's stumbling now, getting hit some shots. You know, you don't have to show you machismo. Peter Quillin's got good movement. When he boxes, he's a beautiful boxer. No need to stand in the trenches with Alfredo.
Although I would like to see him switch it up. I mean, Kid Chocolate is going to...
There's a big right hand by Angulo, followed by a left hook. It caught Kid Chocolate's attention.
Peter's getting hit with shots he don't need to get hit with right now.
The action is intensifying between these two, Quillin and Angulo.
Angulo did a great job of setting it up. Jab in the stomach, right hand on the top.
Right that hook, got back with that hook.
On the inside, I think Angulo's got control of this fight. Peter Quillin's got to stay on the outside. He's got to stay moving.
I agree with you. Dom, when he was doing well, when he was onside the first round, he gave movement. Angulo couldn't find him. Last 2 rounds, he tried to still stand toe-to-toe, and Angulo's finding the mark.
All right, gentlemen, I'm joined alongside by Chris Colbert, Primetime, a highlight reel 1-1 knockout. What a performance, Chris. Talk us through the knockout.
I mean, I've been watching a lot of film, and I seen that he was getting caught by the 1-2 by Rocky Martinez, that was a former world champion. And I know Rocky Martinez ain't faster than me, and I know he don't hit harder than me.
Candidate for knockout of the year. How good does that feel?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, I just showed a lot of people in the weight class that I can punch.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you in the near future. Primetime in full effect.
Baby.
Oh, Peter, great to see Chris Colbert and have a chat with him. Now back to action we go with Peter Quillin and Alfredo Angulo. Guys, the action is picking up, and, you know, it took a little while to marinate, and now it's starting to cook and sizzle, and it certainly, I know, has everyone's attention.
And now Peter's moving now, giving him movement again. That's what you should have been doing for the
You got
jump.
to believe that's part of the game plan, though, right?
Yeah, obviously.
One round on the inside and one round on the movement. Or his trainer said, stop laying on the inside.
Or stay on the inside, right? Because you stick with what is the most effective. Movement, give this guy angles is the most important. That's the most effective for Peter.
Quillin is, again, as you see, numerically, is significantly ahead based on punches landed, but Angulo's aggression, very interesting to see how Quillin can handle this during the duration of these 10 rounds.
Usually in a situation like this, you would say pressure busts pipes. I think Angulo hasn't established himself as making big contact punches with the pressure yet, but it might come.
Well, no, you're absolutely right, Don. He's walking him down, but he's not doing anything. In fact, he's eating a lot of punches. So, you know, Angulo's pressuring him, but he's got to bang that body, slow him down.
There's a right hand that stymied the forward progression of Angulo. Are you surprised that Quillin, there he goes, he sticks the jab right in the face of Angulo.
As long as Kitchaka continues to move like that, it seems like Angulo can't catch up to him.
Well, this could be, theoretically, if he continues to move in this demeanor, Peter Quillin I'm talking about, could be an easy night at the office for him if he remains on the outside.
Well, that's right. You got to fight to make it easy for yourself. And that's when he's effective. When he stayed in the trenches that second or third round, he was getting hit with unnecessary shots.
And if you're Angulo, though, you want to get, this is where you want the fight, right here. This is when he needs to turn up the heat.
Now look, this again we talked about.
There's a big right hand. That's not Quillin. Quillin is hurt.
Nice down here.
Angulo. Yes, Quillin hurt. Oh, my goodness. Quillin's eyes opened up real big.
He's still not clear.
Oh, my goodness.
His head's still not clear.
Are we seeing the old Pedro? Can he summon that here tonight in Bakersfield? But back comes Peter Quillin. He's backing up Angulo. Final moments of the fourth round. They go back and forth we go as round 4 draws to a close. Pedro Angulo saying the old Pedro is back as we take a look at this titanic shot from Angulo. Boom! Oh my goodness!
Fuck you, sit out there.
Ariolano Sosa, the trainer of Peter Quillin, he goes, you gotta wake up. You can't be taking shots like that. There seems to be significant urgency and caution in the corner of Peter Quillin after that round.
Peter Quillin's trainer is completely right. He can't be taking shots like that. It's unnecessary. There's no need to be laying in the ropes. If he continues to move and he pops the jab, he looks great. Well, if you lie into what Angulo wants you to do, he's going to take advantage of you.
Guys, check this out from our statistician, Justin. He goes, Angulo has not landed a single jab despite 48 thrown, but that punch that he landed in the fourth may be the most significant punch of the fight thus far.
Yeah, that's not his style to throw punches. When a guy's aggressive, that's the way you got to work your way in, is through a jab. Just keep throwing it high, low, but a lot of these guys don't do that. He's walking straight in. That's how he's eating a lot of punches.
That's exactly what Angulo's using his jab for now. He's using it to get on the inside. He's not using it to make any punishment or even to set up another punch. He's using it to give Kitchaka something to look at.
And he's got to do more of it. So right now, stick it out there. Stick it out there. There it is. Okay. Stick it out. Even if you don't hit him, at least he's got to wonder. He knows you got it. Stick it out. There you go.
This is where Quillin should be using his jab. He should be throwing in 2s and 3s and continue to move. Get off the point, angle off, pivot.
Hit him with 1, 2, 3, spin, boom. But you don't get Don. He hasn't fought for, is it fourth fight, 4 years, whatever, third fight, 4 years. So you know his conditioning. You could be in the gym all you want, not like a real fight, as you know.
Not at all.
Midway point of the 5th round between Angulo and Quillin. The pressure of Angulo seems to be getting to Quillin.
Yeah, but look, this guy is called the dog for a reason. He's on top of you, man. He's gonna bring the dog out of you.
Angulo was telling his history on the fighter means he feels like the fire has been reunited between him and boxing. Before, he was doing it just to do it as a job, and now he fell back in love with it. Him and Abel Sanchez are doing some great things up there in Big Bear, and it's starting to show you.
Abel said we will see some different things.
Angulo has been inside the ring with the likes of Eslandi Lara, Canelo Alvarez. He's had some tremendous wars. Went ahead and had a battle against Kermit Citron. But as the fight continues, it seems like Angulo is getting stronger.
Yes, and he's closing the distance better, more and more. And Peter's got his mouth wide open.
Peter Quillin said he was peaking for the fight against Caleb Truax, but when the injury derailed those plans, he said he had to go back to camp, reassess, and then peak once again. Do you think that could be an issue for Peter Quillin?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, when you get thrown off like that, yeah.
I definitely believe so. Anytime you reach a peak in camp.
Siga luchando, se está cansando más y más.
Welcome back to
No pare de
BBC.
luchar ahí adentro.
Fight
Siga
night here on
haciendo trabajar.
FS1. Abel Sanchez, the trainer for
Ese es este, ¿ok?
Pedro Angulo. Getting set for the second half of the fight. And now, Marcos Vegas, how do you see the fight thus far?
Ray, I got it 48-47 for Peter Quillin. Whenever he goes and he boxes, sticks out that jab, he scores points like we're seeing right now, and that catches the eyes of not only myself, but the judges. When Angulo is able to close the distance, work the body, and really pressure, and score that way, he takes those rounds. So far, 48-47 for Quillin.
Thank you very much, Marcos. Ray and Dominic, do you agree with that scorecard?
Yeah. This one he's got pretty close. Yeah, I do agree that Peter Quillin have one round.
Nice uppercut that connected for Peter Quillin as Angulo continues to be the aggressor. Dominic, what would you like to see out of Peter Quillin? Should he be setting traps? What do you want to see out of the former world champion?
You know, I'd like to see a little bit more counterpunching out of Quillin. At this point, he understands that Angulo is going to continue to come forward. He's going to cut the ring off. He's going to bring in the pressure. You got to set yourself up in a situation where you're going to be doing check hooks, big right uppercuts that we just saw a little while ago.
I'd like to see Peter do movement both sides. He's just moving to his left. You know, it's easy to draw a beat on a guy like that. Get moving both sides.
I know the fans don't want to see it, but when Angulo gets too close, he's in your range. Grab him, hold him for a second. Let the referee do his job.
Well, the whole idea is to fight smarter, not harder, correct?
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. You had any first rate?
You know, I
seem like you know what you're talking
a
about.
couple of school fights when I was in junior high, but other than that, I leave the fighting to you professionals.
No, right there. Angulo's best move right there. Peter hit him with some good body shots, but he stopped. And then Angulo came back with some good body shots. Peter's got his hit him, bing, move to the side, step to the side.
As he just did right there, he stepped to the side and threw a left hook. Coming up on 65 seconds remaining in the sixth.
I got it, now step out.
There was a big left hook by Angulo, and you saw Quillin's eyes open up. He might have been shaken up, but back comes Angulo. We'll see what Quillin with his back on the ropes. Angulo teeing off on Quillin.
Gotta go headshots. Go right to the chin. Keep hitting headshots. You heard him when you hit him.
These two continue to just stand and trade. They're slugging away. Quillin hasn't thrown much right now. Now he throws some punches. Combination, they're slugging it out. Quillin and Angulo are throwing caution to the wind.
I don't like what I see out of Peter. He's walking right to Angulo with his hands down. That is not a good position to be.
No.
It may not be a good position for him, but it's sure as heck fun for us. Oh my, what a battle! It's a war of attrition between the former champions. Angulo and Quillin are letting the leather fly here in Bakersfield. And that's the bell. midsection.
Big left hook.
Bang, right there.
On the button, right
there.
across the chin. You saw his legs go. You saw his eyes wide open.
Well, Peter, first of all, he's spinning out, but he's standing straight up. Again, when you spin out, you can get away from, bend your knees, get underneath them punches. He's straight up and down. Look, the fact that he hasn't fought, like I said, I'll say it again, third fight in 4 years, you can see it. You can see it.
Hey guys, it's the dawn of a new era as WWE Friday Night SmackDown comes to Fox. The action's unleashed every Friday night beginning October 4th, only on Fox. I'm looking forward to SmackDown live on Fox every Friday night. But you know what? Quillin Angulo and Peter Quillin, they're laying the SmackDown on each other in this matchup as we enter the 7th round.
And Angulo, Abel Sanchez whispers something in his ear, and I'm sure it's to the effect, jump on him right away. Don't let him breathe. See, but Angulo's down. He's posing too much. Jump right on him. Throw punches.
Our unofficial score, Marcos Vegas, has this fight dead even. Well, Peter Quillin and Pedro Angulo have had their moments in this fight. It has been an extremely compelling and entertaining matchup.
Peter Quillin still hasn't got his legs underneath him the way he should.
No, he is not. And I think with Angulo having the experience that he has, I think he's going to continue to beat him up downstairs so those legs never come back.
There's that jab. That's maybe what Abel Sanchez said. You're going to see a different type of fighter. I never saw Angulo use a jab before.
Angulo looking to throw and connect with that left hook.
See, here's, again, Angulo's following him, ring around Rosie. Step over to your right, cut him off. Step over to your right, dig it right into the body. Make him go the other way, into the line of for left hook. Don't follow him, cut off the ring, step over.
Even if you just did it one time, stepped over to his right and then forced Quillin to go to his right.
Yes.
You're changing the pace, changing the momentum, and you're also putting Kid Chocolate in a vulnerable position.
We're at the midway point of round 7. Peter Quillin seems to have circled the wagons and is now fighting at the pace that he's most comfortable with.
Yeah, but Peter's he's not steady, man. His legs, this guy's pressure is starting to get to Peter. But like I said, if you step over, corner him, learn how to cut off the ring, you make it much easier for himself. But he's following him. That's what's giving Peter enough time to catch the second win.
Angulo still hasn't made an adjustment. We are 7 rounds into this fight. He still hasn't made an adjustment to counter that right time.
There's a left hook. Stunned Quillin.
Oh, he's staggered.
Quillin is stunned again. Can Angulo go? Does he know that Quillin is hurt?
Yes.
Oh, he definitely knows.
Go to left hook down. But the guy, he's going right in the line of fire.
Angulo going on the attack yet again against Peter Quillin. Quillin used to train with Freddie Roach, wanted to move back closer to his family. That's why he decided to go back to Brooklyn and train with Orlando Sosa. As the 7th round draws to a close, the action intensifying between Pedro Angulo and Kid Chocolate. Let's take a look back and revisit the 7th. Peter Quillin with that big right hand. But Pedro Angulo comes back. He says, all right, Peter, you threw a right. I'm going to come back and retaliate and give you some of my own.
Yeah, right here, man.
Comes
Stay
back
close.
with a big left hook.
Boom. Oh, my goodness. Seems to be a little bit of a cut above or outside of the left eye of Pedro Angulo that Abel Sanchez is working on.
That's nothing new. He's had it throughout his career. He knows how to fight with them. I tell you, Peter's for right now is worse for wear than Angulo, in my opinion.
Sometimes numbers can be deceiving, gentlemen. What I'm alluding to is Angulo has landed 102 fewer punches than Quillin, but has making every punch count. Round 8, Ray Flores, the Hall of Famer Ray Mancini, Dominic Brazil, heavyweight contender Marcos Villegas, Pedro Angulo and Peter Quillin going at it here in the main event in Bakersfield. Big right hand that certainly caught the attention of Angulo.
Yeah, but he's got to sustain that. He isn't one good punch. He's got to come back with 3 or 4.
Dominic, what would you like to see Peter Quillin do differently?
I'd like to see him throw that right hand again, but follow it up with maybe a body shot, a left hook. You can't just throw one big shot out there and expect it to do the job. You got to put things in 3s and 4s.
He's catching those punches. That's a good body shot by Peter.
It's almost like he's admiring his own work. He lands a big shot and then he looks at it for a while.
The jab for Quillin, snapping back the head of Angulo.
But I like the fact that Angulo staying downstairs, attacking that body, concentrated body attack.
There's a left hook for Quillin as Angulo came forward.
There's that right hand again, but nothing behind it. Every time he throws it, he sneaks it behind Angulo's glove, but there's nothing to follow up. I want to see.
That right hand seemed to hurt Quillin. Quillin got sprayed with the right hand from Angulo, just over the halfway mark of the 8th.
See, if Angulo throwing one punch at a time, if he was able to put 2 or 3 punches back together, he might catch Peter what's up. Because Peter hand, as soon as he gets in, he drops his hands. As soon as he gets hit.
Well, that's a bad response when you're getting hit, dropping your hands.
That's exactly right.
Guys, this has been a very entertaining matchup. What a way to end your Saturday night with Peter Quillin and Pedro Angulo.
The fight before that.
Kick Chris Colbert. Highlight reel knockout over him. He got his back front. Now they're going at it again.
That's this bad position for Peter.
That's where Angulo wants his fight to be.
Right. That's where
Now a cut on the bridge of the nose of Angulo that we're seeing. Now Pedro Angulo goes to work. A right hand that connects. An uppercut for Quillin, jarring the jaw of Angulo. Tons of action in this 8th round. Pedro Angulo emptying the tank. Combination.
Peter's fighting on heart, man. He's fighting on heart right now.
Guts, determination, will.
Peter looks like he's on unstable legs at this point.
Fighting for their families. They're both family men. That's the end of the 8th. Pedro Angulo continues to pound away upon Peter Quillin.
Angulo's doing a great job of landing these big shots, especially on the inside. More pounding going on. He starts off with the body. He finishes upstairs with a left hook.
That's why you got to cut that distance. Trap him in the corner. Cut off the ring. Cut off the ring. Don't follow him. And get him, keep him on the ropes, and just double fisted attacks just like that.
I think Peter needs to take a step back and take a page out of Angulo's book. When he gets to delivering shots, throw punches and punches. Don't just throw one at a time.
I don't want you near the ropes. Keep turning it. Te voy a decir ahorita, right? ¿Sabe eso, verdad? Okay. So now, abajo, abajo y arriba en vez de cuando. Abajo,
Go down,
abajo y
go
arriba.
down, and come upstairs. Want you to go downstairs and then come upstairs. Abel Sanchez telling Angulo, go to the body, then come right back upstairs. Round 9, this one's scheduled for 10. Alfredo Angulo, Peter Quillin. They are in a hotly contested super middleweight confrontation, and the fans chanting Perro as they are seeing glimpses of the old Alfredo Angulo during the course of this fight.
I mean, look, you know, Angulo, his eyes are swelling up a little bit. I don't know if it's apparent as a vision or not. It's blinking a little bit, but you know what? There's no chance to win. Just keep coming forward, pressing the attack. Try to get him on ropes.
Angulo's doing a good job of listening to instructions. I heard Abel yell at him, go, listen, we need to hit him downstairs and then finish up top. He came out this early part of this round and established 2 big right hands downstairs. Now I'm waiting for him to finish up top.
On the other side, Dominic, you saw the body language of the trainer of Peter Quillin, Ariolano Sosa, and he is frustrated with what he's seen transpiring inside the ring.
He's very frustrated. I think all Kid Chocolate fans at this point are frustrated. They know all he's got to do is stick and move. And it don't sound simple with a pressure fighter in front of you, but Angulo's an experienced veteran guy, and he does pressure bust pipes as good as anybody.
Coming up on the halfway mark of the 9th round. Ray, you've been in that ring against Hall of Famers. You are a Hall of Famer. Could it be that Peter Quillin is saying, this man is trying to test my will, my manhood? I'm going to meet him force with force.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Peter's legs are gone. His legs are gone because he hasn't been fighting for lack of being out of the ring for so long. He's got no legs right now. He can't move like he wants to, so he's going to have to stand there fighting.
So you think it's more that his legs are gone? Big right hand for Angulo. That might have hurt Quillin once again.
Yeah.
So it's not bravado, you think?
No, I think he has to fight this way. Because, it's first of all, Pedro's coming right at him, and his legs are not what they should be.
So you think he's got the ability to adjust. Therefore, his legs are gone, so he's got to stand there.
I don't think he has the balls.
So is it the fact, you hear the term thrown around, fighters get old overnight. Do you think that's what we're seeing from Quillin tonight?
Could be. But like I said, he's fighting a real dog, right? A real warrior in Angulo.
Big left hook by Angulo, and he goes to work once again.
If you get a pressure fighter in front of you like Angulo, you never get comfortable. You never have a time to relax. You can't even think to yourself before another shot's come flying.
And you need to have some fights before you get in the ring with a guy like this.
Both men have shots. Angulo, as Quillin is right hand to put him down. Oh my goodness, they're both swinging for the fences as round 9 draws to a close. Oh my goodness, what a fight. Angulo with the big right hand. Here you see, boom shakalaka.
Oh man.
And Pedro comes with...
He's shaking all night long.
Oh, he's shaking, he's rocking all night long. And more Angulo here. Big right hand, but credit to the chin of Peter Quillin for not going down in the will.
Definitely brought heart into the fight tonight.
There is his wife, Cece, who is no doubt watching every moment. It was Cece who said that she reached out to Abel Sanchez and said, my husband needs a change of scenery. She's the one who made the call and told Pedro, her husband, to go to Abel Sanchez. To see how the fight is scored thus far, we'll send it to Marcos Villegas.
Era, yeah, the last 3 rounds have been really, really tight, and you have to go by the activity of Quillin or the punches, even though there's not a lot being landed by Angulo and the effect that they're having on Peter Quillin. Those last 3 rounds were swing rounds for me, but I have Quillin up by 1 point, but I could see the judges giving rounds 7 and 8 to Angulo because of the damage he's doing, and it could be flip side 86-85 to Angulo as well.
See, for me, Angulo right now, I mean, Marcos is it's either way. I agree with Marcos. It could go either way. Right now, Angulo got to pick up the pace. He's got to pick it up. Just run him, walk him down, run him down. Not even walk him down, run him down.
Well, I got to disagree with both of you guys. I think Angulo's doing a great job of keeping the pressure on. Could he have a lot more defense? Of course. But at the same time, he's landed some big shots, and I think he's winning on the cards.
But Angulo's never been a defensive specialist, guys. He's never been one. He's always been of the type, I'll eat 3 or 4 to deliver 2 or 3. So that's his mindset. He's never been a defensive wizard. He's always been, look, I know I'm taking a beating, but I'll throw 2 or 3, and my 2 or 3 are going to wear you down at the end of the day. Peter Quillin,
he just missed that right hand.
Champion, both men.
Peter don't look good in there. Peter don't look good in there. Good right hand's gonna knock him, put him down.
Peter doesn't look good, and Angulo looks like he's got another couple rounds in him. It might be to Peter's benefit that this is only a 10-round.
Oh!
Big right hand followed by a left to the body. Going back to history, this very well could be Peter Quillin's last stand, much like Custer's last stand, guys.
No, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But Peter's got to fight back. He's got to...
Big left hook by Quillin. Quillin rocked Angulo with the left hook as we're under a minute to go.
Peter's hard, man. It's keeping him in this fight. His heart.
These are two big, solid veteran fighters that came to fight tonight, and both of them knew what they had in front of them, and they're giving the fans what they want to see.
They have both given us an absolute treat. Wherever they go the rest of their careers, they have given us a heck of a matchup here tonight.
Peter, both these guys got to land trying to go for the big shot. The jab ain't going to do it. Go for the big shot. Got to land one big one.
Yeah, give the judges something to be impressed by.
Exactly right.
Gentlemen, for these last 10 seconds, I just want to admire this and allow the pictures and the words to do its thing. Terrific fight between Peter Quillin and Alfredo Angulo. They both left everything inside that ring. How will the judges have it scored? We'll find out. We'll come back with more on PBC here on FS1. Welcome back to PBC Fight Night here on FS1. What a battle between two world champions, Alfredo Angulo and Peter Quillin. Gentlemen, here's how it all unfolded.
Listen, Ray, I don't know about you, but I'm glad I was here in the building for this fight. These two veteran fighters exchanged leather from the opening bell.
Yeah, man.
Big right hands, left hooks.
It's a fight of the year candidate, and I just hate to see a loser in this. Both guys fought their heart out.
Both guys brought their heart tonight. They both showed they've got great boxing experience. They made some adjustments. Angulo landed some big shots. Peter Quillin came out and landed some big shots. It went back and forth, round after round.
And now, gentlemen, let's take a look at the numbers from Punch Stats.
Yeah, Peter Quillin did a great job of throwing a boatload of punches, although Angulo, I think, threw the more aggressive power shots in this fight.
Marcos Villegas, how do you see this fight?
Hey, Ray, I have it 95-95. I have it a draw, and, I want to go back to some of the points in this fight. I think, it's deceiving for judges when you see a guy take a lot of punches like Angulo, whose defense is not so good. As a judge, you got to count that. Regardless if it's doing damage or not, you have to count that. And you see Angulo landing these big flush punches that at times were staggering Quillin, other times they weren't staggering him. So you got to ask yourself the question, who's doing the better work? Who's scoring the better punches?
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Judge at ringside, Ralph McKnight, scores the bout 96-94 for Quillin. Judge Alejandro Rochin has the bout 97-93 for Angulo. And Judge Dr. Lou Moret has the contest 96-94 for your winner by split decision, Alfredo Pero Angulo. The victorious Alfredo Pero Angulo, who is soaking up this victory alongside his trainer, Abel